y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended. But this is nothing but cold, hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you.
What the fuck is up with the motherfucking businesses? Cold Hard Facts Podcast, episode 156 or 155 and a half, whatever. I got my brother here, brother Silky Johnson. Hey, that's what you want to be called. That's what you gonna be called, my brother.
Yeah, that's what I said that.
So since we doing it all on the same day, unexpectedly, I mean, from what we already discussed, basically, John is going we're going to piggyback on everything that John had already listened to, and we're going to re-go over it, pretty much, if you haven't already heard everything.
I mean, we just going to give my little 2 cents on everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
I think I was talking about the NBA first.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a game is about to start as we speak, I think.
That's not the Suns, is it? That's the
Clippers. I think the Clippers.
Okay, yeah. I know Kawhi is out.
Yeah.
That sucks. I didn't even know he was hurt. Did he look hurt in the last game? Or did
I honestly did not see the last game because I think it came on that weekend. Last weekend. I don't think I ain't see that game. I ain't seen no. Yeah, it's messed up though.
Yeah, that sucks to the Clippers, man. I mean, that just means that Paul George is gonna have to take, leadership role.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
We'll see if he can pull it off. I think Donovan Mitchell is injured as well.
Yeah, but I think he still could play though. I think. I don't know for sure.
I don't know. Well, that just kind of shifted the tide of the game, of the series, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think it's probably still going to go 7.
I look, he had the Clippers, either the Clippers or the Suns. I mean, I like the Jazz. I do. But I had the Clippers or the Suns coming out of the West, honestly. And, now that Kawhi's out, it's like, the Clippers' chances have slightly diminished, but then the Suns' chances have up. Like the Suns, I know they just swept Denver or whatever, but their chances of making it to the finals are I say slightly diminished since Chris Paul got COVID.
Right.
Just slightly. And that sucks too.
Yeah.
And it's just like all this shit is happening. Like Kawhi got an ACL tear. Chris Paul didn't caught COVID from God knows where. Fucking Kyrie is injured. James Harden is not 100% right now.
Yeah. And
speaking of James Harden, what a game for Kevin Durant.
It's damn near dropped 50 on him.
And I was on the internet and I'm hearing all the criticisms about how KD has one game like this and you niggas is comparing him to LeBron. That's not what we're doing. What we're saying is we don't want to hear no more Kevin Durant slander. I don't care what your opinion is on him going to the Warriors. I don't care what your opinion is on what you think if he abandoned OKC or not. The point is Kevin Durant himself, not the teams he be on, but Kevin Durant is a great NBA player. That's the point.
Right.
He is a future Hall of Famer. That's the point. That is the point. It's not about comparing him to LeBron. It's not about what team he was on. None of that. It's that. That's it.
Yeah.
If he keep playing like that, they will definitely come out the East and they damn near win the whole thing. So, even with all the injuries.
Yeah, actually, it's Atlanta and Philly playing right now.
I ain't really been following that series. Who's up?
Right now, Philly is up right now.
I mean, in the series.
In the series, Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
They up by one.
2-1, 2-2, something
3-1. I mean 3-2. 3-2.
3-2. Oh, wow. Well, they got to get it together. I know Embiid hurt, but he been playing, so we don't see. What's next?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm blind. It's 2-2 right now.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was going to say, like, wait a minute, damn. The double XL list. I heard y'all talking about that.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it when I listened to, because I had meant to look at it earlier, but it just slipped my mind because something else was on my mind. So once I heard it, I looked. I'm looking at it now, as a matter of fact. And I just have a couple things to say. I really wish Martin was here for this. So here's my opinion on the 2021 list. First of all, I like this cover. First and foremost, I like the cover and the way that the cover looks. Outside of that, I have some opinions. First of all, I believe Pooh Shiesty belongs here.
Okay.
I don't think 42 Doug should be here. Like, I literally have no problem with anybody else on this list but him.
Okay.
And the only reason why is because, to me, the nigga can't rap. But shit, I don't give a fuck if he's popular or not. Nigga can't rap. Right. 42 Doug, right?
Uh-huh.
He just can't rap to me. Like, I don't know. I see the appeal. I do. I see the appeal. But he just can't rap to me. Like, the dude is a terrible rapper. He's one of them guys who make songs that niggas seem to like for whatever reason. But when you actually read what he says, even when I say it, I'm just like, nah, this ain't it for me. The rest of these people are cool, even though I don't know who a couple of these folks are, like Glenn or Ian Dior.
Right.
Or I actually know who Lakia is. I just found out who she was. And I just found out who DDG was. Moray, I'm cool with. He's been having a decent year or so. And then the J. Cole feature was a big look, being that the both of them were from Fayetteville, so
right.
That was cool. So he deserves to be here. Pooh Shiesty is like fucking rookie of the year from last year, so his position on here was a no-brainer.
Right.
It would have been cool if Fujiano was on here, but that idiot cut his damn ankle bracelet off, so you know what he's at.
Yeah.
Blast, is it Blitz or Blast?
I think it's Blast. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm glad he's here. Because I fuck with Buddy. He's cool. Tusi's cool. I didn't know he was from New Jersey. I thought he was from Atlanta.
Yeah, he that's what that's how it be with these.
I don't know why.
That's how it be with some of these New York or New Jersey guys. They sound like they from somewhere else. So.
Yeah, that's the sound. Drill music has heavily influenced New York rap in the last 7-8 years. A lot of these New York guys ain't rapping like the old rappers or the New Jersey guys. Coi Leray, I kind of expected her to be here. I heard Martin say he don't know why she's here. I know exactly why.
Right.
So overall, the list is pretty okay. Flo Milli, she's actually decent. I've heard a couple of her songs.
Yeah.
So this list is solid. I have no issues with this. I just wish 42 Doug wasn't here, but I mean, whatever. Y'all can have that. None of that. That's all I got to say about that right there. Let's see what's next.
You gonna review an album or you wanna?
Okay. You said okay. So confession time. I did not listen to Hall of Fame yet.
Okay.
And the reason why is the same reason that I haven't listened to Die a Legend all the way through and the GOAT all the way through. Polo G is a good rapper. I personally just don't. I don't know. I can listen to songs by him. I'm not saying I'm not a fan, and I'm not saying he's a bad rapper. I'm just saying I don't really want to listen to an entire Polo G project front to back, personally.
Okay.
So I haven't listened to it. I've heard good things and I've heard mediocre things about it. Some people said it was a good album. Some people said it was a great album. Some people said all the beats sound the same. Some people said he sound the same. So I don't know. I'll probably listen to it sometime before the end of the week. The Culture 3 been in the rotation. It's been in the rotation, but I literally just listened to the entire thing all the way through to the day. So, because I never got past the middle, only because I either started listening to something else or I got distracted. So,
right.
When I talk about that, then you'll understand why that is. But I ain't listened to Polo G. I did listen to Tyler the Creator's new song.
Okay.
Yeah, a song out called Lumberjack. It was actually kind of decent. Okay. And he was rapping, which is what I wanted. You know, I thought I was going to get that the last time, but I didn't. But that was okay. But I needed him rapping this time, and I got that. So I'm ready for this album.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What's I want to review?
Let me say something about this Polo G that I forgot to say. I actually wanted to say I'm kind of upset that he touched a classic on his album. Considered a classic. It's a classic song that he touched. I'm kind of upset that he did that. India Irie song. I think.
What video was it?
No, it wasn't that.
Is it one of her old songs?
It's I know it's either on her first or second album. I can't remember.
If it's on her second, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that her songs aren't good, but it's like when they come out, I don't be knowing. Like I know her first album because my mom used to listen to that all the time. But after that, like any song she's ever come out with, I never know what album it's on.
Right, yeah, but he touched the classic, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really know if he was supposed to touch that because, like, if you think about it, like, I don't think he he's mature enough. Like, I think he needs to, like, go further along in his career to touch that type of, song. So that's why I'm saying, like, that's why he needs to get in contact with Dirk's producers. Because, yeah, he is like, nah, bruh, that wasn't it. Like,
right. Well, when I listen to it, I see what's popping on there. I just seen right here. This is something that I'm very interested in, not because of how the track list looks, but just because the first one's soundtrack is so iconic to me that I have high expectations for this new one, and I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't know if you saw it, but they released the track list for the Space Jam 2 soundtrack.
Oh no, I ain't see it.
Yeah, I just peeped it out. It's who's on here? Of course, Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin.
I still did not hear that song. So.
That song is alright. I actually kind of fuck with that song. It sounds like something that'd be in a Space Jam movie.
Okay.
Well, a modern Space Jam movie. How about that?
Okay.
So who we got here? We got, of course, Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin. We got 24K Golden and Lil Wayne, Chance the Rapper, John Legend, Saweetie, Salt and Pepper, Cash Doll, Lil Uzi Vert, St. John, SZA, the Jonas Brothers. Oh, shit. All right. Lil Tecca, Amine. Wait a minute. Wait. Damian Lillard is in the movie and he got a song on the soundtrack, I have to hear this.
Oh my god.
I have to hear this. Okay, so Dame on here, G-Eazy, this dude named White Dave. I know White Dave, he decent. Brockhampton, Corday, Duckworth, Jordan Lucas. I'd have to hear it. Because right now I'm looking at it like, but I'd have to hear it. So, it says it come out July 9th. Okay. I'd have to hear it.
Yeah. Something I have to hear too, I guess.
It's definitely not going to measure up to the first one. And I already know just by looking at it.
Yeah.
See what else I got here I want to talk about. Did y'all talk about Dan Vegas? I don't think y'all did y'all?
Wait, who?
The Dan Vegas Festival?
No, we ain't talking about that.
Oh, y'all ain't talking about you. Did you know about that?
No, I did not.
Oh, man. Dude, I really want to fucking go. Because Kendrick Lamar is a headliner, for one.
Right.
And for two, he's performing songs from Section 80 all the way to Damn.
Okay.
I need to see that. Other than that, it's gonna be hella people performing. I gotta find the list. I really don't feel like finding it because it's a lot of folks. I know. I think Travis Scott is supposed to be there. I think. I know Freddie Gibbs is gonna be there. Tyler the Creator is a headliner. I know that. Who else is gonna be there? Polo G, The Baby, YG, Lil Baby, Ari Lennox, Don Toliver, Griselda, Joey Badass, Corday, Thundercat, Isaiah Rashad, Girl Sweatshirt. Dude, this shit gonna be so fucking crazy. I probably won't be able to afford to go, but this is great.
Yeah. That's I just looked at the track list of this Space Jam.
You see what I mean?
I'm like, I'm not even gonna want to listen to this, yo. Like, I'm not even gonna want to listen to that. I don't even want to see the movie. So
you don't want to see the movie?
Nah, I'm gonna go look at it though. I don't want to see it, but I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna try my best to see it on HBO and not pay to go see it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Just because, if this was like, if the pandemic hadn't happened, I would pay to go see it because I don't have no choice.
Right.
But because it happened and Warner Brothers made that deal, I think I'm probably just gonna stick to watching it at the house. I'm looking forward to it because I'm a massive Looney Tunes fan. So that'll probably be the only reason I'm super looking forward to it. But other than that, I wasn't against the LeBron Space Jam movie because I kind of figured that that's what they would do because they've been talking about it for like almost 10 years now. But I don't know. The way it looks is just like, you judge it as a person who grew up on the original, but then you have to remember that it's a whole new generation of kids that do shit different. So it's gonna be different. I don't know. We'll see. So let me go ahead and get into this culture 3, I guess. So as you know, I was a fan of Culture 2. I mean, I know that it's not a perfect album. I know that a lot of songs could have been left off. Some of them I like, but I know they could have been left off. But overall, I thought it was pretty decent. And it had a lot of hits on there for it then.
Right.
So, running into 3, to be honest, I didn't have a whole lot of like crazy expectations for it, as you already know. it's like Culture One was was one of the best albums of that year, whereas Culture Two was like a mixed bag for a lot of people.
Right.
So I kind of expected that Culture 3 would also be a very mixed bag for a lot of people. So for me, I thought it was solid.
Okay.
That's the word I would use. It's solid. Because there are a couple songs on here that could have been left off. Let me see if I can name one specifically. Like the song "Birthday."
Yeah, that should have been left off.
When I heard it, I'm like, if this song gains traction in the strip club, it's gonna take off. But if it don't, this is gonna be forgotten.
Right.
Like if some girl somewhere on this earth don't get a hold of this song and put it on like on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, it's not gonna hit.
Right.
You said you didn't care for the song with Future. I like the song with Future.
Okay.
But that's just me. The song with Justin Bieber was this. It didn't need Justin Bieber on it. Actually, no, I lied. Justin Bieber on it is fine. It's the Migos I have a problem with. That don't sound like a song they should be on. Like I know Quavo's made songs with Justin before, but it was like I don't think y'all needed this. That's more like a Justin Bieber type song. You could have that.
Right.
I honestly think if this song was exactly the way that it was, but if it was on a Justin Bieber project, I probably wouldn't have an issue with it. That's weird, but that's just how I feel. I like Road Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Antisocial was okay. That's another one of them songs I'm probably going to put on here. The song with Pop Smoke, I wouldn't put that here either.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured the Young Boys song would make it here. Because out of all the songs that they released before Straightening, that was the one that had the most traction. So it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep, most definitely.
Outside of those songs, I like this album. I do. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 though, or a light 7, with a heavy 6.5. It was solid. You know, I listened to it, and it's going. So a lot of these songs, not a lot of them, some of these songs are in constant rotation right now. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like Avalanche at first, just because I ain't like the fact that they was touching that song, but it's grown on me. So,
right.
The inevitable Drake feature, that was cool. I think my favorite song on here right now is Type Shit, because everybody on that song went crazy, even Cardi. That's like the crazy one.
Yeah.
That's and cool. I also will say this album is the Takeoff show.
Yeah.
Because like Quavo and Offset, they do what they do, but this is definitely the Takeoff show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I liked it. It was solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was expected.
Oh, yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be like... I knew it wasn't going to be 1, and I knew it wasn't going to be 2. And I was definitely right on both of those. And that's exactly how they... That's exactly how they are, in order. 1, 2, 3. Just like that.
Okay.
So what's next? Just the discography, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I think I'm gonna start at Versace, like y'all did. So Versace was like, I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard the Migos, I didn't like them at all. my homie had put me on to the Versace remix with Drake on it. And I heard it, and of course I thought Drake killed that shit. But then I heard the rest, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this beat is decent. Drake just killed this shit, but what is this? It wasn't until that same homie came to me and asked me to download No Label 2 for him. And I did that, and I put it on his phone. And then one day, because this is around the time I was working at UPS, so one day they was talking about them at work. I'm like, all right, I need to go and actually listen to these things. So I went home and I pressed play on No Label 2, and that was it for me. Once I listened to it, I'm like, oh shit, like I was asleep, like I was really asleep, like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because when I went back to listen to Young Rich Niggas, like I don't like that tape as much as some other folks do.
Right.
Like I like songs on it. I don't like that tape as much as other people do. But No Label 2, my opinion, is if it ain't the best thing they ever released, it's one of.
Right. Do you consider it as a classic?
Yeah. I go that far. It was on my mixtapes of the decade list, so yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Because if we talking about a tape or an album that shaped the sound of a decade, that would be one of them.
Right.
Because you couldn't go nowhere in 2014 without hearing them.
Mm-hmm.
So then they came out with Rich Nigga Timeline, which was not as good as No Label 2, but it was still a pretty solid tape. They had a lot of shit on it that I like. Wait a minute. Do we have one? Let me look before I start talking. Yep, there you go. I don't know what's up with this shit lately. I never ever see that. Shit. It's not on here. Well, they had a lot of songs on that I like. I ain't gonna go over which ones right now. What was after that?
After Rich Nigga Timeline. I think that was the next mixtape that. What?
Wasn't that album they came out with?
After, I don't think it was after. I think that was after a Rich Nigga Timeline, because I think Rich.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The album was after Rich Nigga Timeline, wasn't
it? Yeah, their first album. Yep.
Yeah, because I never listened to. I never really listened to their tapes with Rich the Kid. Like I listened to some of the songs, but I don't really like. I ain't never really listened to those. So yeah, it was after that. It was Young Rich Nation, right? So I was just thinking about that album today. As a matter of fact, before I listened to anything. I remember when it came out, I'm like, alright, niggas that came out with No Label 2, that was cold. Niggas came with Rich Nigga Timeline, that was decent. So I ain't had no high expectations for Young Rich Nation, but I didn't think it was going to be what it was. Now, granted, it's some songs on here that I like Memoirs. I like the first song. I like Spray the Champagne. I like Street Nigga Sacrifice. I like One Time. I like Just for the Night with Chris Brown. Pipe It Up was like everywhere at one point.
Yeah.
And I like Cocaina. So I like a lot of the songs, but as a project, it was just like, nah, son. Like, nah, man. Like as a first album, like after the heat that y'all dropped last year, like what is this? Like they made up for it when they put out that tape they put out after the album called Back to the Bendo or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
They made up for it, but the only problem I think with the album was the fact that Offset was locked up for a lot of that time when they were recording it.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on. It didn't feel complete.
Right.
To me. He's on like a few of the songs, but it didn't really feel like complete. Back to the Bendo had Look at My Dab on it, which was decent street hit for them. And it literally caused the cultural phenomenon with the fucking dab. I don't know if y'all talked about that.
Oh no, we didn't. That's because we was trying to wrap it up. Well, wrap it up then.
Because what's name had to go to work and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like they literally started a whole cultural phenomenon with the fucking dab. Like when Look at My Dab came out, like everybody was doing it. Black people, white people, Mexicans, Asians, everybody was doing it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For a good year or so. And then I remember, I think you had said earlier that after this album that they put out, they kind of like dropped off. I don't necessarily think they dropped off. And the only reason I say that is number one, because of the dab, and number two, because in 2016 they dropped like a series of like little singles, like little one-off singles.
Right.
Say Something and Cocoon, which is a great Migos song.
Okay.
So they dropped those, and those weren't album singles. They just dropped those, just like one-offs. And even I don't know if any of y'all had ever heard it, but they dropped the YRN too. Did you hear that?
I don't think so. I don't remember it. I definitely don't remember.
So YRN 2 was like, it was almost like a return to form for them. Because when they put that out, plus these two singles, it was like, all right, we ain't playing no more. Like, that album was just like something we just threw that out. Like, we back on track now.
Yeah.
Because they came real well on YRN 2. And then they had, they put an EP out called Three-Way, I think. Like right before Culture came out.
Okay. Yeah.
They had a song called, they had a couple songs on there. One of them was called Slide on Them with Black Youngster.
Okay.
That song was dope. And then they had another song on there that I really like called Going Outside. That's like one of my favorite Migos songs. Because it makes me laugh every time I hear it. I don't know if you ever heard it, but if you haven't heard it, you should go listen to it just to laugh.
Alright. I'll have to check it out.
But that Slide on Them with Black Youngster, that shit is dope. Like Offset and Youngster really like complimented each other well on that song.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check that one out.
Then, of course, Bad and Bougie came out. And that took them from like just rap stars to pop star.
Right.
And like it was like overnight to me. Like, and I mean, we all know the infamous "You would look like I was left off Bad and Bougie" thing.
Yeah.
Because Joe Budden was just being a hater. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I talk a lot of shit about Joe Budden, but he was really being a hater that time. Like that's all that was. Like, if you don't like them, just say that. Like, you ain't have to do all of that.
Yeah.
What was I? Oh, yeah. So, I ain't even talk about all the songs on the tapes. But y'all covered that already. So, I'm pretty much here to cover what y'all didn't cover. So, what was that? Bad and Bougie, T-shirt, Slippery. That whole album, there's not a skip on Culture. Let's just get to that.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally not a skip. Even the worst song is not a skip. What in your opinion would be the worst song on Culture?
Let me see. Let me look at that track list because I do not remember. Let's see. Migos. Let's see. On Culture, shit. Probably either Kelly Price or Big on Big.
You think so?
Could be
Kelly Price? Really?
Or Big on Big, yeah.
The Travis Scott fan think Kelly Price is a bad song.
Yeah, I ain't like that. I guess it was because it was too long. It shouldn't have been that long.
Yeah, it was long. It was long as hell. But I like that song. In my opinion, the worst song to me is actually either the last song or I don't know. I think I'd be unfair saying all ass, but I don't think I would be unfair.
What the hell?
Even the worst song ain't a skip, which says something.
Right.
But my favorite is probably it might be What the Price, and if it ain't What the Price, is Dead's. Because Dead's was like, as soon as Dead's come on, I'm like, no, stop everything. Like just let that play. Like let it play. Don't you touch it. And I felt that way from the moment I heard it. As soon as the first chord come on, I'm like, oh, like Cardo not playing fair. He been one of my favorite producers, but he wasn't playing for that beat. He was not. Is it safe to say that Culture is their best album?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, then like what the hell else is gonna be shit? The second one didn't have it. First, it had too many songs.
24.
Right. It had too many songs, and then like it's like you picking and choosing, like you picking a lot. Like you not.
I can tell you right now. I can literally tell you right now what songs I would take off to make this the perfect album.
Okay.
I would take, as far as Culture 2 goes, you could keep the intro even though it's a mediocre intro. You could keep it. I like Superstars, but you can take that off. Keep Narcos. Keep the song with 21. Take off Autopilot. Keep the one with Drake. Keep the emoji of chain because whatever Metro beat you have to keep. The song with Gucci Mane, you could clip that. Keep Stir Fry. Keep Too Much Jewelry. Clip Gang Gang. Keep White Sand. Even though that song is actually one of the weaker songs on the album, you could keep that. Crown of Kings, you could either keep it or stick and stay. It doesn't really matter. Flooded can stay. Beast can stay, I guess. Open It Up can stay. Motorsport can stay. Moving Too Fast can stay. Work Hard can go. Notice Me can stay. Two Player can stay. And the last two can stay. And then you can cut the outro out. And this album will be perfect.
Yeah.
To me, at least. Because I don't know about you, but Top Down on the North, wow.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Culture 2 since around the time it came out. Like, so.
Yeah, I ain't listened to it in a while either, but I definitely listened to it heavy when it came out. So, I feel strongly about Top Down on the North, though. I think that's one of their best songs. But as far as this album in particular, yeah, I think they were really just capitalizing on the whole, the wave of whole hella streams by having hella songs.
Right.
It ended up becoming a double album in a way. Because when I bought the actual like CD, it's 2 CDs, so it's technically a double album.
Oh, okay.
But it's decent, Like I said, you cut some of them songs off, perfect album.
Yeah.
Of course, there's Culture 3, which I just talked about. So if I had to sit here and think about it, I think their mixtape run is probably better than their album run, even though their album run is where all the hits are at.
Yeah.
Like, their mixtape run is where, like, the decent, like, the Police Projects is at.
Yeah, most definitely.
And as far as their solo albums, I heard Martin say what I've been telling him for fucking, like, months now, that Offset's album was the best one out of the 3. I've been told him that, and he gonna sit there and tell me take off. What's wrong with him? Does he not know who I am? Like, I might not know everything, but I know something when I know it. You know, Kuda Buggy knew. Cause I didn't even know he was listening to it like that. I thought I was the one who was listening to that shit like that. Like, I didn't. Like, that album was so good to me that I would literally carry the CD around in the car and just listen to it for no reason, even though I had it on my phone.
Right. Yeah, it was that good.
I think what'd you say was the best song on there?
Shit. Damn, what did I say? I
think you said $250,000, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was Martin that said that. That was Martin that said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would say Made Men. I think Made Men the best. Yeah, because
I like Made Men. But my favorite, personally, is either After Dark. My favorite is probably After Dark.
Okay.
But that song on here though, it's definitely Red Room.
Okay, yeah.
Which is crazy because that was the first single. But Red Room is definitely the best song on it. Just because he's rapping, like, the album itself is the best album for a number of reasons out of the three of them that released solo albums.
Right.
Because you could tell just from the cover of the album that this album was really personal for all. Which is why it took longer to come out.
Right.
Like, because he talks about his kids, he talks about his family life, he talks about his dad, talks about his mom. They always talk about growing up in the hood, but he got more in depth with it than the other two. Because Takeoff is like, he's the private one. Like, he really don't talk about his life like that. And Quavo, you know, he's the let me use the cliche term as he's the Beyonce of the group. Because, you know, he's more of the hit maker. He don't really talk about his past like that on songs either. Offset got real personal on him.
Yeah.
Not to mention he had a Cole feature on him on his, so that gave him a boost. That was hella unexpected. I don't know if that shocked me more or the Moneybagg Yo one shocked me. I don't know which one takes the cake, honestly. But I will say that the Cole feature on here is definitely better than the one that he gave Moneybagg.
Okay.
But Legacy is a great song. That was like a great pairing of Offset and 21 with Travis Scott.
Yeah. I want to know where the hell is with that 1 and 2. That's what I want to know.
Probably in the same place that I hope this whatever the fuck that Metro was cooking up with Future is at.
Right. Yeah.
Because once I seen them back in the studio, I was hyped. I don't know about you, but
oh yeah.
And then when I seen them post the pictures, they was in the studio with Drake. I'm like, the culture needs What a Time to Be Alive too. They need it.
Yeah. I think it's.
But I doubt we get one.
Yeah, it's probably gonna. He's probably gonna try and do something like that. I'm guessing that's why it's taking so long, Drake. I feel like it was like that you. It's crazy that you talked about that you mentioned that because I'm thinking. My prediction is since he said end of this summer, that's what's going around now. I'm guessing he's gonna drop somewhere in August or end of July, and possibly put maybe a week after, or somewhere in October be on tour or announce a tour in October. So yeah, either a week after he drop his album, or somewhere in October he's gonna talk about starting a tour.
His ass need to fucking do something because the world is waiting, man.
Yeah.
It's been almost a year since you said Certified Lover Boy was coming out in January. And it's been almost a year since Laugh Now, Cry Later came out. Like, you gotta do, sir.
Yep.
But yeah, the culture definitely needs a What a Time to Be Alive too. But I highly doubt that we gonna get that before we get a proper Drake album. If they doing that. As far as what Metro and Future got cooking up, I really hope if it's not a whole project, I at least hope whatever Future is coming out with has a lot of Metro on it, like DS2 does, because I've been wanting them to get back in the studio and make a whole project again for years now.
Right.
I know Metro's hella busy, and I know Future's, Metro's stock done went up a whole lot since DS2. So is Future's, but, like, if Future and Zaytoven could get Beast Mode 2 out, him and Metro could get back in the studio. But back to the other two niggas on the Migos real quick. I like the last record. You were saying you don't know why he called it
that. at first I did, yeah. I was like, I don't know why the fuck he called it that shit.
I like the last record. It was a solid album from the best member of the Migos. I'm gonna say that. Because I've been saying that he's the best member of the Migos for years. Didn't nobody believe me. Like I said, I like the album. It kind of started off weird to me, and then like in the middle is where I was like, oh, okay, like I'm with you now. And then right when the Infatuation comes on, I'm like, you lost me. You literally lost me with one song. Like, I mean, the song after that, it picks back up with, the song Soul Plane. But Infatuation really just like, I guess he was trying to be experimental, but it was like, you didn't have to put this on here. This could have been just something for you to do for your satisfaction. You didn't have to put this out. I'm pretty sure they make songs where they just want to hear something, see how it sounds, but they don't have to put it out. You didn't have to put that out. I have an extreme dislike for that song. It's not a bad song. It just shouldn't be here. And then Quavo's ass, he's annoying. Because as per usual of the quote-unquote Beyonce of the group, he had to have the super extravagant, star-studded album that he really didn't need to have. But I expected nothing less from Quavo when it came out. He dropped that mediocrity that was Jack Huncho with Travis Scott. And then he drops this album, and don't get me wrong, I like some of the songs like Pass Out, Flip the Switch, and Working Me. My girl is a fan of Champagne Rose. I don't like that song, but she does.
That's just trash.
Yeah, she likes that song. I don't like that song. I like Keep That Shit. That's how I feel about this album, but I like the song. I like, of course you're going to like the songs with Take Up and Offset. I do. I like Losing with Lil Baby, but everything after that was just like, you didn't have to do all this. So that's why he is the weakest out of them.
Yeah.
Again, in true pop star fashion, you gotta have the album with all the songs on it, with all the guests, trying to do the most. It's just like, well, you ain't have to do all that. I will say he got a lot of he definitely got a lot of respect from me personally, just as a music person, for having Madonna on his album. Cause like, what rapper got Madonna on their album? I don't give a fuck if the song is trash or not. Who the fuck pulling a Madonna feature?
Exactly, yeah.
Madonna, nigga, like you talking about a motherfucking a woman who done been doing music for before any of us was even thought of, like.
Right.
Ass is a damn pop legend. Like, how the hell did you pull this off? But like I said, the feature itself is a good look. Like, the song itself is trash.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty much all I got to say about those three guys. They should be proud of themselves though for finally getting Culture 3 out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. They got some decent merch out too. Shit, that should look good.
So they're gonna eat off this album. They're definitely gonna eat. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, and I mean that in like a good way, because I really thought that they was gonna, fumble the ball with this, but they didn't. They almost did, but they didn't. So, it's a decent album. I don't need anything else from the group themselves for a while.
Right. Yeah.
I do think they should start focusing on second solo project, but that's me.
Second solos, yeah, most definitely.
For Quavo, he needs to. What do I want to say? He needs to focus on his strengths as a melodic guy.
Right.
Because where he lacks that as a rapper, he makes up for in melodies. So he needs to more focus on that. Less songs. You can have as many features as you like, but less songs. You don't got to do all that.
Right. Exactly.
Takeoff needs to work with people. And I know he's not like a, like I said, I know he's a private one, but he needs to work with more people. Because, like, you a capable ass rapper. You're the best rapper in the group. Like, work with some people who's going to challenge you.
Yeah.
If it's beat-wise or if it's bars-wise. Like, and then Offset, I mean, I wouldn't mind him, a whole nother album just solely produced by Metro, but I doubt I get that. So, I really don't have no complaints about Offset. He just needs to do whatever he did the first time.
Right. Times two.
Exactly. And another thing that I think Quavo and Takeoff should do is give a little bit more, without revealing too much information about yourself and showing people know. Try to do what Offset did and get a little bit more in depth with how your life was. Specifically Takeoff, because like I know he's so private and everything. But that's pretty much all I got to say about those guys.
Cool. Anything else you want to cover?
Let's see. I'm thinking. I think I've pretty much covered all my bases. Because I'm not Martin. The only time I'll talk about like hip hop or music, like gossip, I say that with quotations, is when Martin is here. But so yeah, I can sit here and talk about Soulja Boy getting mad because somebody said he wasn't from Atlanta, but wasn't he just claiming he was from Chicago a few years ago and throwing up GD and all type of shit? I could talk about that, but I'm not going to. I could talk about how Meg Thee Stallion, unfollowed the baby on Instagram because he got a song out with Tory Lanez or whatever. But I'm not going to do that because that's not really important. Like, let me not say that. It's important to her. It's not important to me. What else could I talk about? I could talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's not important. As far as that even Trina versus, is that going on right now?
I think it's going on right now. I don't think it's official. You got yeah, of course.
Yeah. And that's not to say I don't fuck with Trina because I know the impact that Trina has had on women everywhere.
Right.
I know. People should put respect on Trina's name, honestly. But yeah, Eve gonna bar her up real quick and walk away.
Right. Exactly.
I don't realize, I don't give a fuck about Swizz Beatz. Eve is from Philly. There's some cold rappers out of Philly. male and female. So yeah, she gonna come bar up real quick and send her back on her way.
Are you excited for her album that's about to drop?
I didn't even know she was coming out with an album. It's about time.
Yeah, she dropped it.
This lady done put out hella EPs, put the EPs together and called them. I don't know what she called them, but she put them out. This lady done won Grammys. This lady done won an Oscar, and now she want to put out an album. Like, lady, you done did all this stuff, and now you want to put your album out. You done accomplished more things in your career without an album than most niggas accomplished with their entire careers. Like, that's crazy.
I got a.
What's it called?
In the back of my mind.
In the back of my mind.
Not in. I think. On that? I think back of my. It's just back of my mind. Or whatever.
Is that song Chris Brown on there?
I think so.
Is there any more features?
She hasn't put.
She's pretty much good by herself. But
right. Yeah. She hasn't put a track list out yet.
I hope Damage is on there.
Yeah, most likely. I think Cardiac gonna be all over this shit.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I think Cardiac gonna be.
He been called since what's the first Cardiac beat? I don't remember him. I think it was Dice Pineapples. I think so.
I think he did a couple Wiz joints too.
Did he? Because I know the first one that I really remember is Dice Pineapples.
Yeah. I know he did some Wiz joints. I just can't remember which one.
There's a couple. Let me look at that before I get off.
Yeah. I can't remember which ones right now. I'll have to go look.
Let me get out here and look. Because I know he done a lot of things that I know about.
Super underrated, though. He's super, super underrated.
I definitely did not know that he did Start It Up. I forgot he did that. That was the first song I heard of his.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, it was Start It Up. I know he did that song that I like off the Self-Made Volume 1. I know he did Rise. No. That song with Wale Peel, Sci the Prince, and Currency on it. I know he did that. He did that song, what's that song? On Dream Chasers too. I think he's Lean With It. I think he did that.
Yep, he sure did.
He did Found Me Youth with Stallion and Rick Ross and Nipsey. I love that song.
Yeah, he did that.
He did Amsterdam on The God Forgives I Don't. That beat so cold.
Yeah.
And of course Dice Pineapples. Let's see. I'm reading the list. Oh wow, he did that song All in My Head off that Joe Budden album. I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's decent. The song he co-produced Love Yours on 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I forgot he did this too. Were you a fan of Dr. Dre's Compton album?
I never really fully listened to it, so no.
Alright, well, when you get off here today, I need you to go listen to it's a song by Dr. Dre. It's called For the Love of Money. Cardi ain't did that beat.
Okay.
No. Nigga.
Okay.
What else you do? With You on View. He co-produced that. I did not know he co-produced Immortal on For Your Eyes Only. I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I knew about that one. I knew about that one.
I forgot about that. I always thought that was just Cole and Frank Dukes. I didn't know that was Cardiac.
Yeah.
And I know he did that song Moon Juice on T.I.'s last album. My girl liked that song. That song cool.
Okay.
But yeah, he done a couple joints that I like.
Yeah. Definitely solid. Solid Yeah, did a lot.
That's what we should do next. We should dive into like a producer's like production discography one day.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
I don't know who. It's just a lot of niggas out there. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta put it in the group chat. Just put it in the group chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all I got, man.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, we gave y'all 2 episodes back to back. I guess this episode is gonna come out around 11 a.m. tomorrow. So we'll see y'all next week.
See ya. Peace.